Hey everybody, it's Eric from epautos.com, your Libertarian car guy. And as you can see from the little badge here, I'm looking at something pretty good this week. Let's pan out and take a better view. This is the 2017 Mercedes AMG GLE63, which Mercedes insists on calling a coupe, which is hilarious. Almost as hilarious as having a 557 horsepower twin-turbo V8 and 9 inches of ground clearance wrapped up in a 5,000-pound sort of chopped-roofed SUV rhinoceros thing. That's what this thing is. You gotta love it. Have a look at the meats under this thing. Look at those tires. Let's get a closer look at these tires. Those are some freaking huge tires. How huge are they? Let's have a look at the sidewall. These are 325/35 ZR22s. Now normally I would mock these 22s as gnome sand rims, but I gotta say, they look righteous on this thing. Those are the back ones. Here are the front ones that are slightly smaller. They're still 22s, but the tires are down to, I think these are 285s. Let's see, where's the thingamajiggy? Yeah, these are 285/40s. Let's have a look at the front view. So this is a truly sick and twisted vehicle that Mercedes came up with as a response to the BMW X6M, which was the first vehicle of this type. That is a sort of an SUV thing that they've given a slicked back roof to kind of make it sort of look like a coupe, sort of. It still has 4 doors, of course, but it's not a coupe. It's not a muscle car, it's not an SUV. God only knows what this thing is. All I can tell you is it's a hell of a lot of fun. Now, I'm going to put the camera down here by the exhaust so that you can hear. This thing has catalytic converters, I promised. I did not take off the catalytic converters, but I'm going to put the camera down and I'm going to go kick it to life so that you can hear what this thing sounds like when you start it up. Okay, bear with. Ready? What did you think about that? That's the sound that makes the entire Persian Gulf stand up and cheer. It's a sound that makes my heart really glad. Performance also will make you really glad. This beast, this 5,000-pound beast that sits 9.1 inches off the ground, can get to 60 in about 4 seconds flat through the 7-speed AMG speed shift transmission and the 4MATIC all-wheel drive. There's a lesser version of this thing that comes with a twin-turbo V6 and a mere 362 horsepower. But mere is a relative thing. 362 horsepower would have been considered just fantastically huge not all that long ago. But when you stack it up against 577 horsepower and about 600 foot-pounds of torque, well, it looks sort of puny. Let's have a quick look at the inside before my voice gives out. See some of the details. Of course, you get lots of carbon fiber, real carbon fiber too, as you should, because this thing is about 113,000 bucks to start, and ends up being about 120 with a couple of options thrown in. Note the 200-mile-an-hour speedometer. Notice the almost 6,500 RPM red line for the twin-turbo V8. Again, that's a V8, so a V8 that'll go to about 6,500. It's almost, again, harkening back to the days before catalytic converters. We had solid lifter cams and race car engines in production cars. This thing is superlative in every way in terms of being able to come up with words. I find myself at a loss. I'm going to have to eat some more Sudafed just to get jacked up enough to appreciate how jacked up this thing is. Of course, you've got multi-driver modes. That's to be a given. That is a given these days. You've got an adjustable suspension. here too as well. You've got the Mercedes command interface, which is okay. Not my favorite. It's not a touch screen, and it's a little bit over elaborate. You use this thing. This is you can see how it goes like that. It's reasonably user friendly, but I would prefer that they also integrated a touch screen with it. The only thing so far that I really objectively do not like about this car is, and look, I'm even having a hard time showing it to you, but the USB port connections are here. And I'm having to gyrate myself just to even show you where there are. There's two of them, but they're way down here, and they're on the side of this thing, on the side of this wall. I don't know how they think you're supposed to plug in your device that way. Just really, it's inconvenient. You know, you can do it, but then when you want to get out, you've got to go through this whole process of kicking this thing open, fishing it out, and then when you get back in the vehicle, then you got to hook it up again and get on your way. I don't know why they couldn't have just mounted it here and you know, done it that way. There's plenty of room for it. Anyway, I'm about to sneeze. I'm about to do some various not pleasant things because of this crud that I picked up. But I'm going to try and get myself going so I can get out and enjoy this thing some more before they come and take it back. Anyway, there'll be more soon up at epautos.com. Thanks for viewing, and we'll catch up with you again.